My enemies are many, my equals are none. What's up, guys? It's Pixelated-TEDAPO-LLOSVE. Thanks for stopping by. And in case you couldn't read the title, we are playing Napoleon Total War. Today we've got quite the large battle, This is a 4 versus 4 on one of the largest maps in Napoleon Total War. I don't remember the name, so don't ask me. I'm sure someone will know. But it's a very swampy map, lots of choke points, lots of bridges, and lots of fun. So yeah, 4v4. You can see on the mini map, there's a lot of troops on the battlefield. You can actually see here that Spain, since they're a very ambushy faction, they've already got troops in the front line ready to hold this small town here. It's going to make it very difficult for France. And looking at the French deployment here, I don't think they're expecting a very fast resistance here. I don't think they're expecting a lot of enemies to be in their way. I think they're feeling pretty safe just based on the fact that they're marching in column formation. But what we're gonna do now is look at the army comps super fast because well, there's 8 armies on the battlefield, so it's gonna take some time. So just real quick, looking at one side here, we have Spain, who's bringing some cav. He has a lot of light infantry, so with the nice brown pants, classic Spanish uniforms there. And then he's got some provincial militia. He's got some fusiliers for line infantry. He's also bringing a decent amount of grenadiers and Walloon guard. So that's pretty much the French army. Of course, he's got the ambushing troops stationed in strategic choke points. You can see he's got something over here. Here they are. All right, he's got the Cazadores, nice light unit there. And then, of course, he's got the troops in the town. So now moving on to the next army, which is, well, they're kind of blended together, but we have Austria and Prussia. We'll start with Austria, bringing some Hungarian hussars, very fast, very deadly cavalry there. And then he's also got some Jaegers for lights, and he's bringing some Hungarian fusiliers. So he's got a lot of Hungarians in his Austrian army. And I think he also has some Austrian fusiliers or just standard fusiliers in his mixed in the army. And then he's got some Hungarian grenadiers in the army as well. So moving on to Prussia, he's mostly bringing musketeers. He does have some cav here and there, some hussars and whatnot. So it's good to have a nice mix, a nice diverse army. He also has some lancers, which is really good shot cav. No surprise, they're lancers. And then he's got some musketeers. Like I said earlier, lots and lots of musketeers. And I believe he has some fusiliers. No, Prussian fusiliers, which is like a light infantry. They're pretty good. They got pretty good range. Unfortunately, there's some dead What happened? What happened to the army? How did they die? I guess. Well, seriously though, how did they die? What happened? Like heat stroke? Like what's going on there? I don't know. We'll move on to the last army, which is another Austrian army, bringing a very similar army comp to the other Austrian army. Got the Hungarian fusiliers in the front line. He's got more Hungarian fusiliers. He's just spamming those Hungarian fusiliers, and he's bringing the cuirassiers and more of those cav units, German fusiliers. So okay, there we go. He's got some Germans in the mix with the nice all white uniforms, very sexy there. And then he has more cav over here, the cuirassiers, or however you pronounce it. So yeah, that's it for those armies. Let's move on to the other side, which we got a bunch of superpowers. We have Great Britain, who's bringing a lot of dragoons and a lot of King German Legion foot. I believe he also has a lot of Highlander foot. Here's some foot guard, this very elite army. I mean, UK, just a very cool. I just love those red uniforms, very nice. Here's the 88th foot, very famous regiment there. Here's more King German Legion. I swear he has a yes, here they are. A lot of Highland foot. So we're gonna see some kilts here in action, which is always. Well, it's always something. It's always something. So yeah, Great Britain moving forward, ready to plug up any choke points. And then, oh, we can see there's a bit of a tussle going on here. So we're gonna pause it because I don't want to miss any of the action. But look at this, France. They've got a very interesting army. They've got the CS, or oh man, I'm drawing a blank here. I always forget how to pronounce this one. He's got some light infantry. Yes, or whatever. He's got the grenadiers of line. He's actually bringing a lot of grenadiers, which that's okay. You know, they look pretty cool. And then he's got more lights over on this side. I think he also has. Seriously, look at all the grenadiers here. Look at all just grenadier. He's just. I'm gonna get one unit. That's grenadiers. That's all I need. Wow, it's actually yes. he's got all grenadiers of line, which is, so he's going to go with a very aggressive, I assume, melee type army. Not too sure about that, but we got another French army that's moving forward. You can see he's got a lot of chasseurs à cheval moving forward. I'm sure I pronounced that perfectly. And then the rest of his army's got Ney over there for his general. He has Swiss foot for his main infantry line. He also has some Polish legion, so he's got a lot of foreign troops fighting for him today, which the French had a lot of. And then he's got the Voltigeurs over there. Very nice light infantry. And then he's got the Old Guard in reserve. Oh yes, the Old Guard. You don't miss with the Old Guard. That is a very true statement. And then we have another Prussian army. And I'm just going to throw this out here. New Pixelated-Apollo rule, and these are rules that we must live by. Don't do battles with the same factions on different teams. There's two Prussian armies and they're fighting each other. Just kind of takes out the immersion. I mean, yes, France is teaming up with Great Britain. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with these kind of battles. So whenever you're doing online battles, this is always a rule that I always use. Is just, hey, just tell them like, hey, no Prussia on both, no same faction on different teams. It just makes it a lot easier. But yeah, Prussia's bringing a lot of musketeers and Prussian fusiliers. So very similar to the enemy Prussian army. And here's his lancers and some cav there. So cav over here, dragoons. So let's start this battle. We'll do normal speed here, or yeah, normal speed. And we'll actually go over this way. You can see that the Spanish alliance over here, which I'm just gonna call it that, they're being very aggressive. They're gonna try to use this ambush over here, this delay, and try to take, you know, very strategic territory, so their enemy forces cannot take that territory and use it against them. Alright, so there we go. So we had a little bit of a sound glitch there, but it looks like some of the sound is returning. Unfortunately, this is a Napoleon glitch. Whenever you got these massive battles like this, sometimes the sound glitches out. So we might hear a couple of silent parts to the battle. I'm very, very sorry about that. But as of right now, we are witnessing a brave, bold stand from the Spanish, who know they're gonna die here. They really do. I mean, there's no hope for them. There's no way they can hold back such a mighty French army here. But they're gonna put up a good fight, and they're gonna try to take out as many as possible. Like right here, we've got the Hussars moving in. Those nice red uniforms. They're gonna take out a lot of the light infantry. Why did he have his light infantry? Oh my God, they were just evaporated from the face of earth, and they are gone. And he has an army full of grenadiers, and he moves up the light infantry unprotected, and Spain's gonna eat that up. He's gonna drool all over that and take out that the light unit there. So that's very unfortunate for them. Sorry, France. You got to move up those grenadiers, which he's still just slowly marching in column formation. Not sure what he's doing here, but yeah, he definitely needs to get over to that front line. You can see he's got more grenadiers now taking on the cav here. They did not form square formation. And these regiments, they're small. Grenadier units are smaller than line infantry, so this French army is going to have a pretty challenging time. Here comes another charge, and just these cav units are just like, YOLO, I'm just charging in. I'm going to take on this entire French army. Look at all, you can see all the French flag. That just represents each flag is a regiment, and they're taking this one cav unit. They should break here. Here comes some support, some lancers coming in as well, just trying to slow down this French advance. And we do have a lot of fighting going on over on this side. Actually, a lot of cav action over here. The Prussians sending in their dragoons, trying to take out the French lines here. The French very wisely form square formation. But they're going to continue to push. They are not going to fall back. They're going to take on the square formation. And that's going to be a pretty bloody situation there. But good job by Spain by actually using some tactics here and forming square. If we look over here, so what is going on over here? We actually have a lot of breaking going on. The French forces are joining up with the Prussian forces, so they're going to group up on this hill and try to take on Spain and Prussia together. But we have more Prussian forces. This is the Prussian army that's allies with Spain going in for some kills on the light infantry from France. They don't really have their troops defended over here. And remember, use the mini-map whenever you're not sure what unit or what faction what side they belong to. That's what I'm trying to say. Just use the mini-map. Remember, blue is the French-British alliance, and red, or no, it's the other way around. Sorry, blue is the Spanish alliance. So the Prussians that are blue are allies with Spain. So yeah, there we go. All right, so yeah, that cav charge, not too successful. France is going to still be able to hang on to their light infantry and do a lot of damage over here. But it looks like we already have the Prussian Fusiliers. They're firing silent shots. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and fire down on that French army. They're doing a pretty good job. They're already in a good position using the vegetation for camouflage there. Getting some good shots. Picking off some of these Voltigeurs that look way out of position. They're still forming up. So they need to quickly form and fire back because this is not a good start. And then, oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so when you're playing Napoleon, this is never a good formation here. You never want to clump up your troops like that. Notice how Spain here is spreading out his lines. You want really thin, long lines because you'll get more troops firing at one time. Unfortunately, in Napoleon Total War, they don't do fire by rank. They just kind of fire at will. Oh, he's going to fall back here. So Prussia's actually falling back. That might leave France open to a flank here. And we have Austria now moving up some forces to put pressure on France. So France is really taking on a lot of forces here. He moved up his line infantry, but they need to get a little bit closer. They're just getting picked off right now. So he's got his entire infantry force. There they go. There they go. Marching forward, ready to take on the hordes of Prussia, Austria, and Spain. Let's see if this old guard can hold out. They may be old, but they got one more fight in them. Actually, they've got a lot of fights in them. I mean, it's just so helpful to have veterans on the battlefield. Like, seriously, like, I'm not even joking. Like, having veterans on the battlefield, especially in this time period where you see people fighting and you see them stand against odds that don't look that great. I mean, veterans, you know, they're veterans, so they've seen battle and they've seen defeats and victory, and they realize when they're winning and losing. And just having that veteran unit stand their ground, and the more like rookie units, the units that haven't seen a lot of action, just seeing them continue to fight can give better morale. I did not explain that well, so we're gonna continue to move on here. Nice shots by the Fusiliers. Again, just trying to support France in their epic struggle. Let's go ahead and look at other parts of the battle. I mean, this battle, look at it. This is a ginormous battle, and you can see. Ooh, Austria pushing around the flank, and France is going to push up his grenadiers because that's all he has, apparently. So he needs to get them close in combat. I mean, he might as well just charge in, bayonets ablazing, you know what I mean? Oh, this is not a good formation here. You definitely don't want to do this. This is not Medieval 2 Total War. You want to have your line stretched out thin, kind of like the Austrians over on this side. But Great Britain, he's going to hold this flank. It looks like there's not a lot going on over here, just kind of playing just mind games, I suppose. It's a Mexican standoff here. Nobody really taking the first move. But it looks like Great Britain's actually moving troops over to help France. Great Britain's probably like, come on, man. We allied with you, and this is how you're going to fight. This is what you're going to do. Oh, the really good move by the Hussars. Hungarian Hussars. Austria sneaking around some cav around the French army, taking out the Voltigeurs who are not in the front line. So that's very tragic for them. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh my god, Prussia is pushing. They are pushing. Check this out, guys. This actually might work out. He's got his troops clumped up. If he can form a line really fast, I actually like that. That kind of worked out in the end, having his troops so clumped up like that, because now he can form a line really quickly. Spain is sending in back reserves over here. He's got his Walloon Guard in the very nice uniforms, I must add. They are going to be able to fire down before Prussia can properly form a line here, which is not good. You can see his troops are already wavering, and Spain is going to go charging in. These are Walloon Guard. Wait, where are they going? There they go. They're going to charge in, take on the Prussians here. So they're going to do pretty good because they're Walloon Guard. You see the Prussians are forming square formation. I don't know if that's actually very effective against melee. I've heard a couple people say that forming square can help you out in a melee fight. I don't know if that's true. If it is, you know, leave a comment. You can let me know. But usually I just stay in line formation. It's very wise from Spain over here to form line formation instead of engaging that, because they're going to win that. Like, staying in this line against a square, they're going to win. And his troops are looking the wrong way. That's unfortunate. Why is his line? Just when I thought Prussia did something genius, his troops are looking the wrong way. So yeah, there goes the Walloon Guard charging in, and Spain still taking on these troops. He's got some troops back here. This is his Prussian ally trying to support him, but really he's just killing his own troops by firing at him in the back. But Prussia's got a nice solid line here. They might actually be able to do some damage, even though he made some careless mistakes. And France, unfortunately, we're kind of zooming here. There's a lot of bloody bayonet fighting going on here. Prussia also supporting France in the center. Oh my god. All these dead pawns on the battlefield. Swiss foot still standing their ground. Prussia now pushing in. This is the Spanish allies, Prussia. They broke down the French forces. They were just so heavily outnumbered, and they were slowly chipped away by all that gunpowder and powder. France is making a push over here, so this is good. So he's using the grenadiers very aggressively here, which is good to see. And then we have the UK, or I'm sorry, Great Britain charging in, going for the Windbuscher Jägers. No, these are just Jaegers. And now we have the Hungarians doing a counter charge to stop that dragoon charge there. And they're also chopping down, yeah, they're chopping down the rest of the dragoons here. France needs to quickly form up here. Maybe throw some grenades, I don't know. Do something. He's got some light infantry in the mix as well, but I don't know why they're in a line formation with the grenadiers. But they're taking out that square formation. He's going to fall back. Austria needs to reform his lines. He's not really in a good position, but we got some good shots going on here. And here comes the Hungarians pushing all of their, or I'm sorry, Austrians pushing all their Hungarian hussars into the grenadiers. They need to form square. Why are they not forming square? The back grenadiers, they need to be switching to their grenades. Throw their grenades. Do some damage. Don't let them escape. Wiping out some of your infantry. And France is really struggling here. I think it's pretty obvious that he is a newer player. I mean, an entire army of grenadiers is never a good idea. You always want to have pretty dynamic armies with a mix of light, normal infantry, heavy infantry, cav, artillery. Also, there's no artillery in the battle, which is very unfortunate. Hopefully, I usually get a lot of replays where people don't send in artillery battles, which I think is sad. I think artillery really, especially Napoleon, like artillery is so important to this time period that it kind of sucks not seeing it in battle replays. But yeah, we got the Austrian lines taking out what's left of Prussia. The last little resistance here. They're in square formation. They are surrounded by their own Prussian friends. Yes, the Prussian Civil War. So, yeah, it's not going to be a good sight for Prussia. Prussia's still hanging on over here, though. I mean, they're having some success. And the French general is charging in. Nay, he's charging in. His army is defeated, but he will get revenge. No, I don't know what they're doing over there. But Prussia, he needs to, well, he's going to fall back here. Prussia is falling back. I think he realizes that this is not a good situation because the Austrians are going to soon be able to push. But this battle is just epic proportions. There's no doubt about that. And, oh, geez, look at this massive cav charge from Austria about to run down these Prussian musketeers. They are in square formation, but they're just so heavily outnumbered that they will probably break to the amount of cav. But I've seen small square formations defeat a lot of cav. So this is pretty careless from Austria. I think they should have sent up some line infantry to take care of this. Don't just throw your cav into the mix. Don't do that. Try to save your cav because cav is so important. In all Total Wars, cav is so important. Maybe not as much as in Napoleon, but they're still very effective if you know how to use them. Alright, so France still alive over here. And he's just kind of slowly marching by the enemy. He needs to reform. Hopefully he reforms. He is. Okay, we got some Highland foot over here supporting the French soldiers who are taking on a lot of the Austrian forces. But, the French grenadiers making a charge over here. They are charging. Look at this. He's got another unit of grenadiers moving forward, just taking their time as their fellow comrades are getting slaughtered up there. But yeah, he's going to be moving forward, ready to take out these forces here. He's kind of clumped up as a lot of his troops. You should try to really spread them out. But I think he was just trying to get them as quick into melee with the bayonets to try to silence all those guns. Alright, here comes the French forces. Oh, we got some floating French, dead French here. I hate when that happens. What are you going to do with all those floating bodies? But look at him holding on to his gun. He loved that gun. Even in his dying grasp, he held on to that gun. But yeah, most of the French forces are breaking here. And now the cav from Austria is going to run them down. So that's a lot of French forces grouped up in one spot. They did not form square formation, and now they're going to be cut into pieces by that cav. And this just shows how important cav is in Napoleon Total War. Sure, there's a lot of counters to cav, but if a player knows how to use cav, especially deadly, like fast-moving cav, if they can attack armies and out-micro armies with that very fast-moving cav. But now the French are breaking. They're falling back across the bridge, going back to safety. But I don't think the Austrians are going to let them go. I think they're, yep, there's the rally. I think they're gonna charge onto the bridge. But we have some British forces over here kind of waiting for them. We got the Highland Foot standing in front of the stakes. Just shaking their heads at the French troops that are falling back. If we look back over on this side, we got a bit of a skirmish going on here. Great Britain taking on some of the light infantry of Austria. The Landwehr, actually. So that's a fight they can easily win. Alright, so let's head back over here, where you can see that, well, it looks like the French army... This is the same French army that was fighting at the bridge. He's really got his army divided here, fighting on multiple fronts. Did not form square formation here. And now the Prussians... Okay, so a good way to tell between enemy Prussian or different Prussian forces, you can see the symbol for the unit here. It's in blue, and then this one is in red. So if that helps out a little bit. But the Prussians are kind of putting up their last stand. They're like, you know what? We're screwed here. And it's kind of some sick game they've got going on over here, where the Spanish alliance are like, you know what, Prussians, go kill your own kind. Like, go kill your own countrymen there. So they're gonna push forward, and the Prussians are gonna surround the Prussians. Prussian Fusiliers, they're kind of grouped up here, kind of very poorly. But yeah, they're gonna take him out here. I don't know. Prussia's making a pretty nice last stand here. He doesn't have a lot of reserves back here. He's only got about 2 units of musketeers. He needs more men. He's about to be surrounded by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of light infantry and a general. So not a good sight right there. All right, so Prussia's actually making a push over here. So they might be trying to escape, crawl their way out of this trap. Let's see if they can push through here. They've got the musketeers. Are they in range? I don't think so. They're not in range of the... I think he should just push up his infantry, try to get in range of those Fusiliers. He could probably take out a lot of these Prussian Fusiliers because they're so grouped up. So he's really missing an opportunity here to take them out. All right, so Prussia finally getting his men in range. He needs to get a little bit closer, though. And he needs to move fast, because look at this. Prussia is closing it. Prussia is closing in on Prussia. So some good shots there. Alright, so let's head over to other parts of the battlefield, where the Grenadiers forming this tiny square formation. Amazingly enough, they are still alive on the battlefield. So that's amazing. Grenadiers versus Grenadiers. We got another unit of Grenadiers moving forward here. There they go. There they go. They're charging in. They're going to surround. Is it going to be enough to take out these French Grenadiers? I don't know. But we'll see. And Great Britain is still in control of this small town. And Austria making a move across the river. This is a gutsy move right here. And he's losing a lot of good soldiers. So Great Britain, they are the savior that the French and Prussian alliance need. They need to turn this battle around. This is a really good formation from Great Britain. And they took out a lot of Austrians there. So they, I mean, it doesn't look likely looking at the balance of power, but they can still win this one. But they just got to put up, they're going to put up their last stand. They got to put up their last stand. The Austrians are all moving in. Prussia's pretty much dead. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is just chaos. I mean, how do you even tell between the enemy Prussians? There's got to be a lot of friendly fire going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Prussia. That is pretty much it. And then we have the Austrian cav moving in to slaughter up what's left. Slaughter up. Slaughter up. They're gonna cut down what's left of these Prussian forces. Let's see, where are they going? Just run them down. They got Prussian Fusiliers over there. Go. There they go. Alright, so, yeah. That's it for Prussia. So it's all down to Great Britain. They do have the French general over here, who, I don't know. I guess he can still do stuff. Maybe run down some light infantry or something. Well, let's see. Did he fall back a bunch of troops? Are they hidden in the vegetation? Pretty sure they're just hidden in the vegetation. But he does have his general over here watching over the battlefield. Let's see what happens over on this side. Great Britain here. I mean, they've only got 2 regiments here holding, and it's Highland Foot, though, so you got to give them credit. And the Dragoons are charging after the light infantry. Oh, they're going to get some good shots on them, but this Dragoon unit, they should be able to take out the light infantry. Let's see, is there light infantry close behind? No, this is not a trap. Not a trap. I repeat, this is not a trap. In Great Britain, they're going to be able to take out the light infantry. Oh, we got the French general charging in as well. This is a bit overkill at this point, but yes, they are going to take out the light infantry. They better be careful, though, because there's going to be light infantry close behind. And we have Prussian forces forming up this way. Who's running? Yes, the light infantry. Alright, fall back. You got your victory. Fall back. Don't engage. Oh, looks like we got a French general who's engaging. Let's see. He's going to push forward. I think he sees... No, he doesn't see an opportunity. No, he does. He does see an opportunity. He's going to go charge in and take out something here. I don't know what he's doing. He's just suicidal. And he's going to go... Oh, my God. The foot guard, really? The foot guard. They're going to... They're even, like, surprised. They're like, what is going on? Why is the general charging? I guess we'll form square, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, they slaughter the French general. Yep, he's dead. No surprise there. Sorry about that. Yeah, no surprise there. And they're gonna push. And really all Great Britain can do here is put up his final stand. And I don't think Great Britain has enough to win this one, but we'll see. I definitely think he's been the best player on the side of the teams over here. But we're gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit until they get in range. There's really no reason to be so conservative in this situation because they just outnumber Great Britain so easily. Or so easily. Whatever. You know what I mean. But the troops are falling back over here. He looks like he's just trying to kite the enemy a little bit. Good move by Great Britain. That's a good option there. And he's going to get outflanked over on this side. He doesn't have any troops watching the back flank. And the Highland Foot looks like they're out of range. But we do have a cav charge going in. The Dragoons moving in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They got evaporated over there. Just evaporated. Here comes more Dragoons moving in. Taking out the light infantry. Definitely need to do that, but they need to fall back. They need to push up their Highland Foot now, get them in range, because the cav just made the ultimate sacrifice to buy them more time to reform. Get your Dragoons out of there, man. Don't charge and get out of there. Charge, run, fall back, hurry, sound the trumpets, get out of there. Because yeah, I don't know if they're going to make it. They're going too slow. They might be tired. They saw a lot of their friends just die right there, so it can be very demoralizing. So yeah, words are hard today. Words are very hard today. The Austrian army is like untouched. I mean, they still have probably 75% of their army left so far, but they are just barely. They're just teasing Great Britain over here, just giving them the good old tease. All right, Highland Foot finally in range to put their final stand down. And the rest of the forces moving forward. I mean, all they have to do is just do an epic charge of melee. That's all they have to do. But the Highland Foot, they're going to be able to take out a decent amount. They will die here today, but they're going to take down as many as they can with them. Come on, keep on firing. Come on, one more shot. Everybody get one more shot in. Hurry, the Musketeers are getting closer. That'd be crazy if Great Britain turns this one around. It'd be insane. If he probably had, he would have a better chance if he had artillery. Oh, here comes the foot guard. Foot guard moving in a clumpy formation. There we go, charging in, excellent. Got another foot guard moving in. And the cav is also moving around at the same time. This is an excellent assault here. A great teamwork there to take out these Highland Foot. And the foot guard are going to be able to clean up the British forces. And Austria still just teasing the enemy over here. I mean, he doesn't have to engage. Like, he can just wait for his allies to win on the other side, and then they can surround the British forces on this front. But you gotta appreciate the never surrender from Great Britain. Even though things seem so lost. And he is gonna take shelter inside the buildings here, which is a good idea. The Highland Foot forming a square formation around the trees. Just such legends. Look at them. That is a legendary unit right there. So they're going to wait for the enemy. They can hear them marching in the background. The drums, the trumpets, their own men screaming for mercy. They know their doom is just around the corner. There we go. The rifles now putting down suppressing fire on this side. Austria finally moving in. Austria needs to push forward. Try to get some support to his ally. Nope, nope. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Too many rifles. So, Great Britain... Oh, we got a sneaky cav charge for the general. That's very sneaky. Again, see, cav can be very effective when the enemy you're facing is not paying attention. But he's going to be able to get his general out of there. It looks like he's got the 88th foot forming square. Ooh, watch the friendly fire, though. So this is going to be his final stand right here. This is actually really cool. I love these kind of situations where players just don't really have a lot of hope, but they put their final stand and they take out a lot of enemy forces. There we go. Nice. Highland Foot putting down some suppressing fire in the foot guards. They're not going to last long. They're going to be surrounded here very, very soon. He's already about to take a volley from the foot guard. We got another regiment forming up around him. Oh, wait. He's retreating. He's falling back. It was a bluff. He's not going to stand his ground. I think he's going to go inside the buildings here and hold there, which is probably his best option, is his best bet. So, yeah, there they go. There they go. In the doorway. In the doorway. Take shelter in here, man. They don't have artillery. Oh, more troops coming around. Form square. Come on, form square. Excellent, excellent. That scared the horses. And they're going to be able to waver there. So excellent. Great Britain, man. They're never giving up. They're never giving up. They got this. They can do this. You know, Great Britain definitely played their part. They stopped Austria from crossing the river. Now they take on the entire force of the Spanish-Austrian-Prussian alliance. Oh, there we go. They're finally charging the building here. They're going to try to take out this building. Should be able to defeat the musketeers. They outnumber them greatly. Of course, Highland Foot, they're pretty good in melee. But the foot guard are about to charge in. They're about to join the fight. And the UK here, or Great Britain, they're actually pushing up their rifles. That's a very wise decision. They need to be aggressive here. They might be able to get lucky and really soften up this army. Maybe defeat them here before the other forces show up. This would be amazing if Great Britain could actually win this engagement and defeat Austria, take the hill, and then use it against the enemy forces. That would be insane. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. But it would be cool to see. It'd be really cool to see. But the battle's getting closer and closer inside this building. It's only a matter of time until the Highland Foot and the, let's see, what else? It's got the King German Legion. It's only a matter of time until they die. Until they are evaporated. There we go. Very nice. He's being aggressive here. He's kind of got his men clumped up here a little too much. I think he needs to spread them out here a little bit. But, yeah, he's at least he's doing some damage to this line infantry. And now they're going to push forward. If I was Great Britain, I'd just fall back. Just keep kiting the enemy. Yep, very good, very good. That's exactly what you want to do. And you know what, guys? We'll just go ahead and fast forward. I think it's pretty obvious. We can't really see the fight in there anyways. Pretty obvious what's going to happen there. The line infantry moving forward, getting ready to face what's left of Great Britain. The rifles are moving back up to kite the enemy. He should have been doing this a lot earlier. He would have wiped out that Austrian army. Because they don't have any skirmishers. Like, where are the skirmishers? Another silly mistake there. You got to bring skirmishers to a battle. They're so effective. Extremely effective. Alright, so finally getting closer to the firefight. You can see the 88th foot holding the back flank. You are the flank men. Whatever is left, you must fight. Hold off the enemy. And look at this. The Highland Foot still putting up the good fight. I mean, they're about to break, but dang. They are still fighting. And, you know, this army's getting smaller and smaller. Okay, no, it's still very ginormous. There's no way. And here we go, the great push. They're going to lose a lot of lives over here, but they need to make this sacrifice so the rest of their teammates can go in, save the day. Come on, Great Britain. You can do this. I'm rooting for you. You're the underdog. Let's do this, Great Britain. All right, they defeated one line infantry unit. Now they're going to... Oh, they defeated another one. The 88th foot standing their ground. They're going to do this, guys. I believe. Everybody just believe. Make a prayer to the great Juju of the mountain. Come on, Great Britain. You can do this. Oh, great Juju. Defend these British troops as they take on such ridiculous odds. And he's charging in his light foot into melee, which is kind of clever here because he's going to keep them from lining up and firing back. And the light infantry coming around. Oh, he needs to turn around his line infantry. Oh, here comes Austria with a lot of forces. This is epic. I love these final stands. And I don't care if it seems like it's impossible. Yes, it's probably impossible, but it's just so cool to see pretty good tactics and them take out so many troops. They're going to take down a lot of troops. But he's going to form square formation, which is probably the smart idea here because they can fight on multiple fronts here. Oh, a general has been killed. Yes, he ran through the stakes. Austria's general. And look at this is just a kill zone over here. Come on, Great Britain. You got this, man. I believe. I believe in you. Oh, he's going to reform his foot guard in the back. Oh, there, the foot guard. Excellent. Keep that general alive. He needs to keep his general alive or his men will surely break. Come on, rifles. Come on, rifles. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Do it. Do it. Nope. 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 That's all right. That's all right. Charge in the line infantry. These guys are just standing in a blob. What is Austria doing? It's like they're handing Great Britain the victory over here. This is insane. And there we go. We got a rally from the general to keep the men inspired. Great Britain, man. Come on. We believe in you. We're all rooting for you. You got this. No, it's not a glorious victory. It's not over yet. Great Britain can win this. Never give up. Never give. Oh, and they're destroying Austria here. They are clearly the better player in this situation, but they're taking on a massive flank here from the back. And we got one unit of foot guard who are sacrificing their lives. Sure, they're mostly pawns in a greater game, but you know, we will remember them. Their brave, bold stand in this epic struggle. Oh, come on, 88. You are the 88th foot. You do not break. No. This is the downfall of Great Britain. He did a great job, though. I really enjoyed that. I kind of redeemed this replay. I'm not gonna lie. This replay, I mean, I think it's good to have replays with newer players every once in a while to learn, and you can kind of learn from their mistakes. Which there was a ton of mistakes in this battle, a ton of mistakes. But that last stand made this replay like 20 times better. Good job, Great Britain, man. I tip my hat to your general direction. That was excellent. And look at this. He got the most kills out of anyone there. So, wasn't good enough to carry his team. Just didn't have a big enough backpack there. But good game to all the players. You know, all jokes aside, we all were new at some point. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. I just think some of the army comps were a little questionable. Like the Grenadier Force, like all Grenadiers. Never want to do that. Try to get a nice mix of different troops. And the Prussian player, he did all right. I mean, he got 1,000 kills, so that's not terrible. But he kind of clumped up his troops over here. He could have spread them out a little bit better. I think, you know, that was a big issue why France, that was fighting off 3 different factions, were defeated because Prussia kind of left them hanging there. He grouped up all of his army into one spot instead of kind of spreading out his lines and using long line formations. So I hope this video was still entertaining and educational in some way. Again, these were newer players, but it was a massive battle, which is always fun. This was sent in by Jokadale, so thank you for the battle replay. And you can look at the most kills here. His Walloon Guard taking it, clearly getting the most kills. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did like this one, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more epic battles, be sure to subscribe. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Namaste.